Hello, curious explorers on the island of knowledge. What shape does a watermelon have? Of course, it is round or oval. But what if I told you that in Japan, people grow watermelons shaped like cubes? How is it possible that a fruit we know so well can take on such an unusual form? I invite everyone to discover the secret of square watermelons. On the explorer's path, I met Ara an orangutan. Ara was sure that a square watermelon was a special genetically modified variety. She said that scientists had crossed a watermelon with a dice, so the fruit would grow into perfect cubes on its own. Orangutan, on the other hand, claimed it was all about the right kind of massage. He thought that young watermelons needed to be gently pressed and shaped every day to make them square, just like he shapes balls out of clay. I explained to them that the secret of square watermelons is not about genetics or massage. It is a clever and simple gardening technique that uses the natural ability of plants to adapt. In the Grove of Questions, I met Elephant and Ibis. Elephant told me he once saw a small tree growing in a narrow crack in a rock. Its trunk, instead of being round, fit perfectly to the shape of the rocks, becoming flat and twisted. Ibis added that he builds his nest among reeds, and the nest's shape depends on how the reeds are arranged around it. He said that sometimes the nest is more round, and sometimes more oval, depending on the space available. I agreed with them that these are great examples. Plants and structures adjust their shape to the environment where they grow, and that is exactly how square watermelons are grown. On the Meadow of Questions, I met Turtle and Sloth. I decided to check what they knew and asked them about growing square watermelons. Turtle explained that when a young watermelon is still small, it is placed in a special transparent square container. Sloth slowly added that as the fruit grows, having no space to spread out to the sides, it fills the whole available space and naturally takes the shape of the container. I praised them for their knowledge, summarizing that this simple method allows people to get perfectly cube-shaped fruits, which are easier to transport and store. Dear explorers, today we discovered the secret of square watermelons from Japan. We understood that their unusual shape is not a work of nature, but of human creativity, which uses the natural growth processes of plants. It is a wonderful example of how we can shape the world around us in creative ways. I hope this knowledge inspires you to try your own experiments. See you on the next adventures on the Island of Knowledge.